Hey, what's up guys, Spectrum909 here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be doing some War Collection Day battles, my actual battle, and then some Trophy Pushing. And I'm sorry guys again, this is like the third video I've done it, but the commentary won't be live with the gameplay, because the audio file, basically the music was too loud over my voice, and I couldn't edit it to where I could take that out, because it's on the same file. But anyway, let's get right into our first opponent here. Facing off against seems to be a Japanese player with Lava Clone. And until I figure out how to stream better with my record my footage and then gameplay, I'm actually having to look at the gameplay on my phone so it doesn't lag. But anyway, let's go ahead and back into the match. So the opponent starts off with Sparky in the back of the lane, responds to this Lumberjack. And that's okay because I know that the flying machine and the bats clean up the Sparky, and I also have Japanese. But unfortunately, it's not in cycle right now, so instead of using the skeleton army, I prompt for the bats because I like using skeleton army for different things. And even though he's out there and got a connection on the relic, I still feel very confident in this game, just because all you need with this deck realistically is just one big push. And again, it's Lava Clone, like the most top deck in the game right now, at least most hated anyway, and it's 5 Elixir he just threw down in the left lane. Like, I don't care to lose the tower in this matchup. I can also set for like Golem decks, but in this matchup you really don't care about losing a tower to take damage. See, look right here, I just about take the tower off that clone. I missed the baby dragon, but that's okay though. I'm still gonna get some shots off here with the Lava Hound and the baby dragon off the tower. So here I attempt to and I thought I could do it. I just kind of rushed a little bit. I used my zap right there. I should have saved it for Sparky, but sorry. So kind of reloaded in the back here with, I think, yeah, 15 health remaining. Sorry again that this isn't live. I'll try to fix it next time. But here the opponent, my defensive miner, so he doesn't lose the game. And at this point, I'm simply just going to cycle to the zap. And yeah, that's pretty much the game. So I'll be back with you guys in just a second. Alright, so back at it with the draft battle. I like the classic decks the best on the War Day modes, and draft challenge is good just because I just feel very comfortable with it for some reason. But I'm taking the log over Earthquake just for Goblin Barrels, Princess, Rascals, things like that. Musketeer over Electro Dragon just because I like the Musketeer a little bit better. Minion Horde instead of Rascals because we have the log for it, and it's always good to pick air counters in draft because you never know what you're going up against. Like Flying Machine is such a big part of this challenge. But going up against Ivan here, and our starting hand, Blow Giant, Musketeer, and Ice Spirit. So let's see what I do here. I start with an Ice Spirit in the bag, and the opponent starts with a Ram Rider on the right side. So to respond with that, I'm going to put the Musketeer down, but he does drop that Goblin Giant, so I'll log the Ram Rider to get so it won't charge on the tower while my minions and Musketeer clean up. So now I have 4 Elixir to play with. I think about going Knight, but I don't, just because I don't want to be too aggressive not knowing what he has, and the Musketeer does a pretty good job against that Electro Dragon and Spear Goblins. But I will have to put Ice Golem here to soak up all the damage. I usually wouldn't care to take damage, but again, I don't know what he's playing. So, kind of a slow start here. I'm going to go ahead and Lava Hound in the back, just as he throws Rascals down, so that's one less air counter that he has to play with. And so he goes ahead and drops guard same lane. Whenever someone drops a Lava Hound, you want to go opposite lane with your Elixir. I understand he already put down the Rascals, and he probably felt like he had to go same lane, but you never want to go same lane as a Lava Hound, especially a Lava Clone. But and this is why right here. So we got the Musketeer locked onto the tower. I don't use the log on the Spear Goblins. I should have. I probably could have taken tower there, but I was just kind of scared and didn't want to overcommit. But so I'm gonna roll a giant here to soak up this Electro Dragon just to try to finish off that tower. Again, the opponent shouldn't be defending this. They should be going opposite lane because I have the tower under 1,000 and I have the Royal Giant with the Lava Hound. So you should have just went opposite lane. Not trying to critique here, but that's just usually what you want to be doing. But yeah, so for the rest of this match, I'm just going to be playing defensively, try to pressure the left side a little bit. Not really going to go through the 3 crown. And then again, I place Musketeer for the Electro Dragons. Just kind of rinse and repeat here with using the Musketeer to take care of the Electro Dragon and Rascals, and then the Ice Golem. But I dropped the Royal Giant in the left lane just because I didn't want him to take that tower on the right side. So he will Rain Rider. That's a good Rain Rider on his end. I know a lot of people know this, but if you have a Ram Rider, it can fully counter a balloon, as long as there's no troops around it, of course. But the Ram Rider can pretty much perma-stun anything that's blocking on the tower, as long as there's nothing around it. That's why I use it so much in my main deck. But yeah, I'm cleaning up here with last 5 seconds of the game with the Ice Golem and Log. I'm gonna trust the Earthquake, but it's too late. And I'll see you guys in the next one. But I just have, yeah, I have the Sparky deck with the Miner. It's kind of like a Miner bait Sparky deck. I actually went up against it with Lava Bone at first. And judging off his first card with the Skeleton Barrel, I know he has the Mega Knight. But the opponent has a nice snowball there to clean everything up. I shouldn't have put bats directly on top of it, because the death damage of skeleton balloons can kill bats and skeletons. So keep that in mind when you defend. You kind of want to put anything that has death damage, like a giant skeleton or a balloon or anything like that. You want to place the troops behind the unit, because that way they'll walk away from the bomb. But yeah, I got a minion horde to clean up this Miner Bats Skeleton Barrel push. Very aggressive on his end, so I kind of drop a Sparky to reload. But unfortunately, the opponent has the Electro Dragon. I didn't think Sparky would have got a shot off, so I should have zapped there in hindsight. But it's okay though, we still have the damage advantage with the Miner. Depending if he miners depends if I think he's Spear Goblins or not. So since he doesn't drop anything, I'll still get that damage. But yeah, take this time to tell me down below, what do you all think of the overall quality? Obviously I just have a webcam here, and then a mic. I'll do a video once my setup's all done for those that want to see it. But just tell me what you guys think, like if my overlay's kind of pixelated or my mic isn't that good, like as far as audio goes, or my editing skills need to get better. Don't be afraid to tell me down below what I could have done. But anyway, other than that, the Mega Knight just took care of the Sparky here. And notice that Goblin Giant, I put it in the opposite lane on the upper tile, so that way both the towers could target the Mega Knight. I could have put it a couple tiles lower and still done the drag, but I just wanted to be extra safe, so I put it on the upper tile. But you can go a few tiles down opposite lane and still distract. But nice snowball here by the opponent, but the minions were placed behind, so it doesn't kill all of them. Like the Skeleton Barrel damage doesn't kill all of them. So the opponent miners here, I don't really care if he takes the tower, because I'm about to unload like this giant elixir push. So I don't remember if I won or lost this match actually. But yeah, I know the Goblin Giant's going to take care of this Inferno Dragon, and unfortunately I didn't win this match. Actually, I forgot. So I was kind of distracted talking about the equipment and stuff. But yeah, I took too much damage, and I thought I could come back from it with my push, but the opponent actually defended very well right there. So let's get into the next match. Oh, also, before I forget, I still have my upgrades and my 100,000 gold, so tell me what you guys think I should upgrade. I'm about to use them on the Tornado, but I don't know, it's pretty tempting on everything, honestly. So let's do our first battle for trophies here against Lord 710 Dabs. And let's see, our starting hand. Drop this giant skeleton at first. Again, I had all this commentary live, but again, the audio was messed up, and I kind of have to rewatch the gameplay with you guys, but next video, I promise, I'll get better at it. But the opponent drops a wizard to support this giant skeleton, and I drop a P.E.K.K.A because I just knew he had the clone spell. A lot of times on ladder, within the past month or so, when I see giant skeleton, I see a max witch, wizard, and clone. So I just assumed he had it. That's why I went with the P.E.K.K.A there instead of the Dark Prince, or just the Dark Prince rather. But reloading here, I contemplate on playing the Rain Rider, but I don't want to play it until I'm at 10 elixir just to be safe. And see right there, he drops the balloon. Rain Rider is a perfect counter against the balloons, so the opponent drops a giant skeleton to defend this Rain Rider. So I'm going to try to magic archer it down as much as I can without having to spend any more elixir, but the opponent does drop the bats there. So I do have this Electro Wizard, and elixir on the Electro Wizard, I'm sorry. I banded there in an awkward place to not get the dash because I thought the Electro Wizard would lock on to Giant Skeleton. And here, I actually remembered this live. Caught me by surprise how close that bomb got. I thought for sure it would hit my tower, but I guess not. So, again, reloading here. I don't like to push too aggressively before double elixir time with this deck against this type of deck until I hit 10 elixir. So I drop the P.E.K.K.A in the back because I know the giant skeleton. The opponent drops a balloon Skarmy at the river, and he clones. And he tornadoes. Sorry. But yeah, this is pretty much the turning point in the match, I think, because I spent so much less elixir than he did on defense right there. And he just used his giant skeleton, so I can comfortably bandit at the bridge right before this bomb goes off. But the opponent drops a wizard, so I decide not to do anything. I could have poisoned there, but I didn't want to use the poison because he has the clone spell, and I didn't want to get punished too hard. The reason I dropped the bandit at the bridge right there is because I wanted the wizard to lock onto the P.E.K.K.A first, and then the bandit hits it. That way, the tower won't be locked onto the wizard. But I get a Rain Rider connection there. P.E.K.K.A's about to strike the tower. I get the magic archer, and that's pretty much going to beat the game. I kind of hard countered him there in that matchup because I had so many air defenses with the poison spell. But you could still lose very easily to this matchup. You have to be careful and not use your poisons too aggressively or your Electro Wizard. So, like, even though I used the Ram Rider, I still had the Electro Wizard. So you just want to be careful with that going up against any clone deck. But, let's see right here. We'll go to the next match. Alright, I'm going to be trophy pushing again with the P.E.K.K.A Ram Rider deck. And I was actually going to end the video on that last trophy pushing session, but the video was only 14 minutes long, and I like personally watching longer videos. But if you guys want shorter videos, just let me know down below. But I like doing longer videos, obviously. So this is my War Day battle. So what I did was obviously I did my collection packs away to the day when we recorded this, but opponent drops a giant in the back, so I load with the Prince. He misses his Ice Golem placement right there, so the Prince actually does get a lot of damage on that giant. And he drops the Wizard at the bridge and Lumberjack, so I just respond with the Valkyrie. It was a stupid giant on my end. I thought I could tank the Wizard shots with the Night Witch, but that didn't really work out. And here, I place an Ice Wizard instead of a Poison just because I know he's going to Giant. So I want the Ice Wizard to kill all the skeletons around it with the splash damage so the Prince could work on the Giant. And so since I Princed, the opponent drops Elite Barbarians in the opposite lane. I attempted to defend with Magic Archer. Another misplay here with my Valkyrie. I should have put it more to the left to get in front of Elite Barbarian. But it's okay. I still feel very confident in this match. Just because of deck composition. Yeah, so he drops a Wizard in the right side, and I load with the Giant in the left with the Ice Wizard. And the opponent decides to take care of the Ice Wizard first with the Lumberjack, and then the Giant continues to chip away on the tower, bringing it down to 586. So Ice Wizard to take care of this Lumberjack. Lumberjacks get crazy amounts of damage on the tower if you let them, and so since I use Ice Wizard on defense, I was forced to use the poison right there on the Witch, just because I don't like dealing with the Witch, especially since I have a Prince. And then I have the Prince again right there with the Magic Archer taking care of the Barbarians, and the poison to clean up the Wizard and the Witch. So if you're playing a deck that runs both Wizard and Witch, don't put your stuff, this goes for any troop anyway, don't put your stuff too close together knowing that I have poison, because I can just get value on both the troops. So if you're going to defend with Wizard or Witch, try dropping one at a time and wait for the opponent to poison, and then drop the second one. You don't want to drop both at the same time. But yeah, this is just showing off some clan chat and some friends codes, of course. Back to my upgrades. I was thinking about doing an Executioner push video just because I have him at level 12, but I'm going to continue pushing with this P.E.K.K.A. for expand deck, because I've been playing P.E.K.K.A. for so long, and it's like one of my favorite win conditions, and it has such a good matchup with all the weird off-meta decks in ladder, and it's still fairly early in the season, so it's just a safe play. I know a lot of people don't like P.E.K.K.A., but you know, it's just I don't know what to tell you. So starting off against Ragnar here, and another giant skeleton player, so I'll just start off with P.E.K.K.A. in the back. And then the Magic Archer is obviously really good against giant skeleton decks because the arrow goes through the skeleton and hits the other troops behind it. But he doesn't drop anything to defend this, or to support this giant skeleton, because I dropped P.E.K.K.A. So I dropped Bandit on the opposite lane. And the opponent, very nice Valkyrie there, because it tanked for the Wizard right there. So I have to spend more elixir on the Wizard while also defending this Prince. So to defend the Prince, I tried to put the Ram Rider close enough to where it would distract it and also stun it, but obviously my placement was off, and it distracted the Wizard and Bats, but it's okay because the Electro Wizard cleaned up right there. And yeah, we're reloading in the back here, almost at 10 elixir. I don't want to drop the P.E.K.K.A. because I want to save it for his giant skeleton. So a safe play in the back would either be Dark Prince or Magic Archer. I was thinking live I should have Magic Archer right there, but I'm actually glad I Dark Prince since he used his Magic Archer. So here I contemplate on either dropping the P.E.K.K.A. or the Magic Archer, so I just decide to drop a Bandit until I figure out like if he stacks anything else behind his giant skeleton, because the last thing you want to do is to put down a P.E.K.K.A. and then they smack you opposite lane. So I waited there. A thing I like to do with the P.E.K.K.A. is, I don't know if you saw it there, but I kind of delayed the placement until the supporting troops got over the bridge, because I want the P.E.K.K.A. to hit the supporting troops first instead of the tank, because the supporting troops is what does all the damage. But I'm going to ahead and zap this Wizard here just because I don't have a whole lot of zap targets in this deck, and I'm not really breaking through. I'm at the damage disadvantage here, but we're not really breaking through. So let's see what we do here. So he dropped the Magic Archer in the right lane. It's double elixir now, so I'll drop a Ram Rider at the bridge. And I get a lot of damage off this Ram Rider here, because he dropped Giant Skeleton at the bridge. And then I have the Magic Archer on the opposite lane just so he won't get any spell value. So like when you defend with the Magic Archer, or any range troop rather, you want to do it in the opposite lane as much as possible. And then with the Bandit, obviously the Bandit cancels the Prince charge, so it's like one of the best tools in the deck to go against Prince. Unfortunately, the opponent tornadoes there with that Magic Archer to where he doesn't get any chip damage on the tower, and he also takes care of the Ram Rider there. But I decided to poison this Magic Archer, nearly hitting the King Tower. Just because I knew he was going to stay in place, and the Magic Archer gets so much value, I'd rather just use the poison on it than a Ram Rider or something. So here, I'll almost drop the P.E.K.K.A. on the right side to defend the Wizard, kind of like that placement I was telling you about earlier, but the opponent drops a Prince right before I do it, and that way I'm able to use the P.E.K.K.A. to defend the Prince and the push the Wizard. Another poison here to take care of the Magic Archer, just to try to chip out on the tower. It's about a minute into overtime. I don't want this to be a draw, so I'm trying to get as much damage as I can without overcommitting because the opponent likes to use Prince in the opposite lane. So here, just Dark Prince and Bandit in the left side, really aggressive because he dropped a Prince in the back, and I wanted to force the Giant Skeleton out of him. I figured he either didn't have enough elixir for the Giant Skeleton, or I wanted to get it out of his hand so I could Ram Rider. So I zap here to get rid of the bats and to help against the Magic Archer. The opponent misplays a little bit. He should have put the Valkyrie a little bit further back instead of right on top of the Ram Rider, because the Ram Rider is just going to stun it and pass, just be on its way to the tower. So unfortunately the Prince gets a shot up there on that Electro Wizard, but it's okay because the stun reset the Magic Archer. Bandit almost gets a dash there. Aggressive Ram Rider at the bridge here just because I'm trying to get damage so bad. Like, same with this Magic Archer. I'm just so desperate for chip damage at this point, playing very sloppy. Luckily, I don't lose here. I probably should have. But again, just as long as you don't overcommit with this deck and you have the P.E.K.K.A to take care of the Giant Skeleton and the supporting troops, you'll be fine. So see right there, it could have been a lot worse. I obviously evened the matchup a little bit because of how aggressive I was. But I'll go ahead and reload with Magic Archer opposite lane with the Bandit. And then I use the Dark Prince to tank damage for the Bandit. And then P.E.K.K.A here, obviously to clean up the support troops. Opponent kind of wastes bats there, which is good for me because I can Ram Rider without having to use the zap on the bats, which is also why I banned it here. But well played by the opponent with the Tornado there, but it doesn't matter because the Ram Rider still gets a charge off on the tower, and I just poison out the game. So yeah, I want to apologize again for my commentary. I know it's not the best. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and tell me what you want for next video. Let me know down below. And yeah, I guess I'll just see you guys next time.